And now we travel to Chennai, India. It's kind of nice taking our time and going all the way around the world so quickly to see all the neat little environments that we have at our disposal. Now, this particular aircraft is kind of cool. This is a VL-3, originally by JMB, is probably the one you want. This is a neat little aircraft. It is also a Rotax 912 powered aircraft. You can see it's only a little two-seater kind of deal here, but it's got a couple neat features. It has a staggering range in it. You could basically keep going on this thing all day and go well past 1,000 miles if that's something that you're trying to achieve in it. Be a little uncomfortable in an aircraft this small. Popping inside real quick, I can just take a quick look around. Obviously, you have to be very thin if you're going to sit in that back seat kind of a thing. Controls, again, very, very typical of a modern light sport aircraft. You can see everything is simplified. I love how the ventilation, it's inoperative. Oh, no. I love that. The flaps control is a little switch. It even has an automatic button. Oh, it doesn't work. Bummer. We have a synthetic vision, obviously, with the G1000, 5000, 3000 kind of suite, which is absolutely awesome. We've got some really, really nice stuff with this. It looks like it's a little bit simplified. Again, just kind of playing around with it. It's so impressive that this stuff is just kind of, basically standard. Flipping over to the menu real quick. I'm just taking a look at what we have real quick to see if there's anything really neat that I can flip on. But it doesn't look like there's anything I'm going to mess with too much. I wonder what this button does. Oh, wow. This is going to be a beautiful tutorial for me to have to make a little bit later on this week. But for now, looks pretty good to me. I love the trim. It's on a little handle. All right, let's do it. I'm going to sit back, relax, take the parking brake off, apply full power. Again, that little Rotax engine's going, let's go. Vroom. Off we go indeed. All right, definitely sensitive, and it takes no room at all to get airborne. I love that. That's so slick. So Chennai, India, this is basically the east coast of India. The one that I know Chennai for is basically the Super Kings. That's part of the IPL, which is the Indian Players League for cricket. It is definitely a good show. Cricket is my favorite sport, in case you ever had to get that trivia question correct when you're trying to steal my password or something like that. But of course, you would never pick that as your obvious answer or anything like that. India is an incredible continent. A lot of people living in a wide variety of different biomes, kind of all concentrated in one area. This is definitely a pretty busy place, as you can kind of see, just looking around very, very briefly. We basically have the Indian/Pacific Ocean, not too far from here. We'll go check that out in a minute. But I'm just going to kind of swing around the airport. You can see all this other aircraft kind of parked and relaxing. I didn't actually turn on any traffic at this point because I wanted to try to conserve frame rates as best I can. Again, this is a day one video series, so you can probably imagine things are going to get a little bit better as time goes on. Anyway, let's go ahead and reduce power a little bit. Now, I'm kind of surprised that the power instrumentation is not easy to see. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's that bottom center little console that I'm sitting there. Do we have... look at this. My propeller control is a knob. I'm wheeling the knob. That is so crazy. I've never seen that before. Oh, that is different. Let's go ahead and reduce the actual power itself. Does it make the RPM change? Let's keep it right around 4,000 or so. That is so cool. If I give it full throttle, is it going to wheel it in? Yep. That is so different. I sort of wish it was a tachometer, not going to lie. But I'll deal with it. All right, let's go ahead and put this plane through its places. So this is, again, another ultralight aircraft. It's another Rotax 912 powered aircraft. I'm not saying that negatively. It's an amazing engine. Just let's try it out. Okay, first things first. Let's go try it in a good old-fashioned regular stall. I'm going to go ahead and restore my power here. I kill the power. Since this is a constant speed propeller, the thing just slows down instantly. Now the controls get very heavy. Very, very, very heavy. All right, pulling the sucker back pretty aggressively. I don't think it'll be too difficult of a recovery, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. There's the warning. We're still not stalled. We're at 45 knots. Imagine landing like this. That's a familiar Buffett. Okay, there's the stall. There it goes. Oh man, that was cool. Oh, this is neat. All right, I'm gonna try it. Actually, I want to try it in a steep turn real quick. Let's go ahead and restabilize my RPM here. Let's go ahead and set that to about 4,800 RPM. I can't believe it's a constant speed propeller or something this small. That's pretty impressive. All right, go ahead and bank us to about 60 degrees. Tug. Not bad. The wing loading on this thing must be like nothing. All right, let's go ahead and gently pull ourselves out of it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. All right, now what else can we do to this thing? I know it is not a stunt plane. All right, does the engine cut out when we flip upside down? No, it does not. Gonna over G, over G, over G, over G. Whoa. Not bad. Not bad at all. I definitely want to play with the avionics a little bit inside this thing. I'm not 100% confident that I understand what all these different gauges do. I mean, the synthetic vision's a great touch, but where are my regular instruments? That seems to be kind of a trend with a lot of these small aircraft. Again, these aircraft are not designed to go on trips for. These types of aircraft are basically designed to have a good time with, and definitely lend themselves pretty well to that kind of an experience. Gonna bring that down just a teeny tiny bit. I still can't believe it's a wheel. That's so new. You just dial it to the wheel position you want it to, and that's so different. I don't know. I'm just getting more fascinated by that than some of the other features of this aircraft. All right, let's see if there's a nice safe spot on the ground that we can put this on the ground. That's looking pretty good straight ahead. I think we can do it. Back the throttle out. Let's lift the nose up. I've never landed one of these in my life before. I'm kind of new to the whole ultralight experience. All right, slowing down. Got to get inside the white arc so we can dump the flap. Flaps are all the way down. I love how it's a switch. Not that they aren't switches in other aircraft, but usually when you do this, it's a little different. I also like the fact that you have basically a glider gauge for your airspeed indicator. Kind of nice. Oh, this thing gets slow. Look at how scraped up the windshield is. I told you have to take care of it, because if you don't take care of it, it's going to fog up in funky places. I like how the synthetic vision, basically I can point the thing right on the ground. Pull up, pull up. Ha, that's awesome. All right, swing ourselves around nice and gently. Again, for ultralight airplanes, they really do a really nice job with the avionics. I never thought that these things would be quite this sophisticated. Obviously, air traffic control is kind of grumpy with me. I'm starting to feel that little bit of wandering when we did our little stall test a minute ago. So I'm feeling that's probably related. All right, give myself just a little bit more power here. Yep, this thing accelerates pretty quick, pretty typical of an ultralight. Line ourselves down with the ground. Going to give it just a little bit of throttle. Again, I'm not 100% confident with this aircraft, so I'm trying to be careful. All right. Look at that. We don't even have to land on the runway with this one. We can just land right on the parking spot that we need to go into. Nice. Go ahead and slap on the brakes. And we're in great shape. So definitely a cool aircraft. Actually, I want to look outside real quick. There's one thing I wanted to check. Okay, so we burnt 2% of our fuel there, which is pretty good given that we're riding that thing so aggressively. Neat airplane. It's definitely worth looking into. I don't know that I'd want to do this in an instrument condition because it's just a little slow and it's probably going to get bounced around pretty bad. But then again, it's worth a try. Enjoy.